K Speaks. I know it's been a while since I left you guys with a video, and but I feel like this video is a must, especially after today. I was watching this video on YouTube about this guy who got stopped by the cops. A female cop stopped him, and he was like, "Yeah, um, why you asking for my identification? This, that, and the other." And bottom line, the guy he gets off of it. Even after she calls her superior, and the superior talks to him, and he's like, "Yeah, well, sir, we're not arresting you, but blah 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 blah." Anyway, the title of the video was like, "Cop gets upset when man knows his rights" or something like that. And I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, yeah, because at the end of the video it goes, "Yeah, and that's how you get off of it." I'm thinking to myself, that's how you get off of it. But for those of us that's ethnic, we ain't getting off like that. Let me tell you something. You can't just be. We play by different rules, and this is the thing. I'm doing this video because I feel like a lot of us, we don't have guidance. We got a lot of brothers, a lot of Latin men too, a lot of men in general just growing up with no dad in the house, and so they're not getting taught the things that I was taught. By my parents. Especially about getting stopped by the cops if you're a black man. And so with that being said, I figured I'd just do this video. And I thought about doing this video a long time ago. I was like, nah, I should wait. But today, after I saw that video, I was like, yo, this is the time to do it, because this guy put this video out here. You're gonna get some people killed listening to that mess, man. So I was like, let me go ahead and just do a video real quick and explain the rules. So I'm gonna call this video "The Rules." I don't know what else I'm gonna subtitle it as, but it's gonna be called "The Rules." And it's the rules of engagement when you're talking or when you're dealing with the police or you get stopped by a cop. So here we go. 1, you get stopped by a cop, keep your hands on the steering wheel, man. Get your license out. If they stopping you and they not out the car yet, grab and get your license out and all that stuff. If you can, get your license, all that stuff out prior to them getting out of the car. Because when they're out of the car, when they're in the car, they're doing whatever they have to do. They're calling stuff in, whatever. And that gives you all the time in the world to stop, get your stuff out, and have it next to you. So when they go to ask for it later, you have it right next to you. So number 1 rule for you is this. When they get out, get your stuff out of the glove compartment, out of your wallet, get your license out, get your registration out. Get everything that you can get out before they get out the car. You should always be checking to see what's going on with them. In your rearview mirror, like, oh, okay, they're still in the car. Get your stuff out, boom, boom, boom. Don't make no sudden moves or anything like that. Get your stuff out of the glove box, like your license and your registration. If your license is on your person, get your license out of your wallet and have it in your hand or have it next to you. Your registration, get it out of the glove compartment or whatever, and have it next to you. If you can do that before they get out. Now, I'm gonna close the windows real quick. I got people coming out with them like all up in my business. But rule number 2, like when you see them walking out, they out of the car. When they get in out of the car, just put your window down. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, man. Just keep your hands on the steering wheel. So when they walk up, they see that your hands are on the steering wheel. Turn your car off before they get there too. Turn your car off, so that way they don't think of you as no threat, like you might be running or anything like that. Have your stuff off before they get to the car. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. When they get up to you, they're gonna ask you some stupid crap like, "Do you know why I stopped you?" Or, "Sir, you did this and that." But make sure you don't make no sudden moves. You look at them and you don't get snappy with them. It's a difference when you're ethnic and when you're a white dude. And this is, not really playing the race card, but when you ethnic, when you're black or Latino or whatever, you can't do the same things white dudes do. Like in this video I was watching, the guy was like, "Yeah, and you were riding my ass, and you were doing this, and I want to know, I know my right." Look, let me tell you something. You might know your rights as an ethnic person, but the first thing you start getting lippy with them, they already think you're a threat, and they already want to like take you out. They're not gonna be lenient like they did with this guy. This guy, they called the lady. If that guy was black, he would have been probably like shot, tased. He would have been detained, arrested, something. He wouldn't have been like just sitting in his car still. So you can't do the same thing they do. So rule number 2 is keep your stuff on get your stuff out, and keep your hands on the steering when they come up. Number 3, don't pop off at the lip. Don't pop off at the lip to them, talking about, I know my rights, but you can question them. Be like, sir, I don't know why you stopped me, but please tell me why you stopped me. You can ask them questions. Just don't get like over the top. You know what I mean? Don't be like, yeah, you're gonna tell me why you stopped. Nah, you don't want to do that. But you want to keep your hands on the steering wheel. You want to, at all times, when they go, rule number 4, when they go to ask you to get your license and your registration out, this is a kicker, because I seen this in another video. This guy in South Carolina, he was like, yeah, my license and registration is over there, and then the guy shot him because he was like, oh, he made a sudden move, he was going for a gun. He was actually going for his license after he told the cop told the guy to go get the license, and he said, oh yeah, it's right here. No. This is a very important thing. This is going to save a lot of lives, and this is the reason why I'm doing this, because it's going to save a lot of people their lives. You keep your hands on the steering wheel. You talk to them in a very forward, but yeah, very respectable way. There's nothing wrong with being respectful to people that are authority figures. It'll save your life. But talk to the people that are in authority, these cops. Talk to them and don't be a wuss. Continue to keep your manhood, but at the same time, be respectful. You gotta learn how to respect authority. I learned that when I was in the military. Respect for authority. You might not like the person that's in authority. That person in authority over you might not be the smartest person, but you still, because of their position and who they are, you respect their authority that for the rank or for whatever position that they carry. So respect the person. When they go to ask you to get the license or the registration out, you tell them, hey, sir, ma'am, my license, with your hands on the steering wheel still, my license and registration is in my glove compartment, or my license is in my pocket, in my wallet in my pocket, my registration is in my glove compartment. Is it okay if I get the license out of my pocket? And when a person says, oh, yes, it's true, sure, no problem. Then you say, okay, well, I'm going to reach into my left pocket or right pocket or whatever pocket you got it in. I'm going to reach into it now. Is it okay for me to reach into it now? And they say, oh, okay, sure. It shouldn't have to be like that. You shouldn't have to be that detailed about it. But being that detailed about what move you're making is going to save you your life. It's going to save you from them drawing on you and possibly shooting you and using that excuse, oh, they had a gun or had whatever. Be very detailed. Look, my license is in my pocket. And for me right now, my license is in my wallet, which is in my side pocket. I'd be like, sir, my license is in the pocket on my leg, on the right side of my person, in my pants. Is it okay if I reach into my pants and get the license out for you, since you just asked for it? Well, sure, okay. Well, I'm reaching into it right now, and I will tell them as I'm reaching into the pocket to get it right now. Hand it to him. Now, sir, my registration is in my glove compartment. Is it okay if I reach into my glove compartment to get the license out for you, or the registration out for you? And then he says, yeah, or she says, yeah. Okay, well, I'm reaching into it right now, and as you reaching into it, you tell them that what you're doing. Don't just make sudden moves, especially if you're black. And it seems like I don't know, man. It seems to me the darker you are as a black person, the more of a threat you are to these people. So you got to be mindful of that too. And if you're Mexican or Arab, guess what? You just as black as the rest of us. You're going through the same stuff. Because I had a friend that was from Dubai. Actually, he was from the United Arab Emirates somewhere. I don't know exactly if he was from Dubai or not, but he had a lot of money. He was doing a college in Utah, and he was like, man, I just got stopped by a cop. He saw me drive off the lot in a brand new Camaro, and he waited for me to get buy the Camaro. He waited for me outside to stop me, then asked me if I had enough money to actually buy the car. So, they're going through stuff we're going through too, or we've been going through. So you're not immune to the system. Arab is like the new black. So, you got to do that. These are really important things, man. Tell them step by step what you're doing as you're doing it. You ask first if you can do it. When they give you the leeway, the green light to do it, then you tell them as you're making the move that's what you're doing. So that way, these idiots don't like shoot you. They don't, try to say you're, doing whatever. Because if you're ethnic, they already got something against you. They already got this prejudiced notion that you are a crook or a criminal, even though you may not be one. So keep it respectful. Don't pop off at the lip with them. Detail like step-by-step detail about your movements as you're making the movement. Ask them first. And then the last thing is you get your stuff back and you just listen to whatever they're going to do. And, you might be in a position where they are in the wrong. But that's not the time or the place to mess with them. And this is what I'm going to tell you guys, man. Especially you young black guys. Because you guys seem to be getting it a lot. When the cops stop you, even if they're in the wrong, you let them do things the completely the wrong way. If you can, even videotape it. I meant to say that. Videotape. If you can not videotape, but, get your camera phone out and video the whole thing. Sit your camera phone up somewhere. A lot of these places they in like Advanced Auto Parts or whatever, they got these little stands where you can put your cell phone up on a dashboard or whatever, and you can do that. Have it set up so that when he comes to the window or she comes to the window, you already recording them because they already recording you, so you might as well be recording them too. So yeah, but anyway, record them, get your stuff out, whatever. But make sure that you're respectful the whole step away. And if you record them and they're in the wrong, you got it on video what they were doing, and you can fight it later. Don't try to fight the cops then. Fight them. Be smart about it. You got to be smart. Don't, a lot of people trying to, well, they did me wrong. They did it. Just do what they say do. I know they might. Sometimes you don't even have to be showing them the ID card because they may not have the right to ask you for the identification at the time. If you're not in the wrong for doing anything, they're just like, can I see your ID? Well, why you need my ID for? You know what? Just give it to them. Just give it to them and make a detail of that in your log or in your video log, whatever it is that you're using to record the situation. And then when you get out of this situation alive, fight it on the other end. Fight it behind the desk. Fight it with a lawyer. You know what I mean? Don't punk out. You still can fight it, but just don't fight it right there because they got the upper hand. They got the gun. And they're out to kill you. They just out to kill you, man. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. They're out to kill you, and they don't care. And they will get off of it. They will get off on whatever it is that they do, because you've seen the videos. You've seen all these incidences where these cops is like, I was just doing my job, and then the police chief is like, well, he was doing his job, and he didn't use excessive force. That person was doing this and that. They already got. It's like. Look, it's like seeing like The Color Purple. It's like seeing your favorite movie a dozen times, or whatever your favorite movie might be. It's like seeing that movie a dozen times. And once you've seen it so much, you already know it step by step. So since you already know what kind of game they play, why don't you beat them the game that they're playing? You already know they're gonna say, oh, well, he was doing this and he was doing that. Don't do those things. Be as respectful, be as compliant as possible, and then get their butts on the other end, man. When they what's your badge number? Yeah, can I get your badge number? Because they have to give you that. Well, officer, and who's your superior? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the stop. I'm going to be talking to your superior, and then I'm going to be talking to other people about this incident because you're in the wrong for what you're doing, and blah, 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 blah. And so, but thank you. Thank you for my ticket. I'll be seeing you in court, or I'll be seeing you on the other side of things, and sue the heck out of them. But you can't do that if you're dead, man. You can't do it if you're dead. So be smart. Those 3-4 rules that I gave you will save your life, and it'll help you to fight the battle in a different kind of way and possibly win, man. So be smart. Be smart. Be vigilant. Be smart. But be respectful at this thing too. Because they are still doing a job, even if they're the biggest pricks or whatever. They're still doing a job, and they're human as well, and they're not perfect, obviously. So I just want to get this video out there so that people will know not to do what this idiot who made this video that I was watching earlier said to do, because a lot of you ethnic guys are going to get there and trying to do what he did as a white guy. Well, you already know white guys have white privilege, so you can't do the same things they do and get away with it. Trust me. And you're going to get out there, you're going to be listening to this guy, and you're going to get yourself killed. So with that being said, just listen to what I had to tell you, and hopefully this saves some lives, man. Pass this video around. Please subscribe, but definitely get the information to other people so that way they don't go through the same things a lot of these people been going through lately. I'm sweating. It's hot as heck in here. I probably should have turned the AC on. Anyway, that's my video. That's my rant for the day. Hopefully it helps somebody. Like I said, pass the video to somebody. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll talk to you on the next go round.